Hi, let me welcome you again to this web analytics series. And in this episode 10, we are actually creating our dashboard in Local Studio. We have gone through the Medallion architecture so far, and we have made our 1 month ready analysis for local visualization. So this will be just a simple visualization for just 1 month, because the data that we pulled from the Google Analytics e-commerce platform is around 1.2 million, which might be 2 million data, which might be too large. So we just streamline it to just 1 month data, just for the purpose of this particular tutorial. And then you can practice it based on the last video on automation, and then you will see that your dashboard will start updating itself. The best thing we can do from here now is to go to localstudio.google.com. Then when you get it, make sure that the email that you use in connecting is the one you are using all through this particular analysis. So I will change the email to what I have used to connect to the Google Analytics. Then I will go to create a dashboard, a report. But in your own case, if this is your first time of using this particular tool, which is Local Studio, so you'll be asked for some certain information, such as registering and your email and all. Then you will get into this particular page that I am. So you will be asked to, where is the source of your data? You can connect as many sources. There are many connectors in Local Studio as much as you can, but for this analysis we are using our BigQuery. So I'll click on the BigQuery. It will bring in the project that is there. Then I will click Analytics, then my gold, then I will click the first one, then click OK. It will just take like a few seconds, then it will create it. Then, in as much as this is now showing here, I can add the second data. Come to BigQuery again, testing analytics, gold, then the event metrics. Then I will click OK. Remember that this is just 1 month and data that we are just trying to query and to see how it will really flow. So I will always want a responsive layout, so that you'll be able to check it on your phone, on your tablet, and on your laptop. So I will click on responsive. I will click on responsive. Then the first thing, okay, I can actually add my title. I can edit it and call this let me firstly add a title here. That's the testing analytics LYTICX. Then so this should actually dock. So testing dashboard. Testing dashboard. So the first thing that will firstly come up is our KPI. So and the first thing I would do is to add the first KPI, which is our total revenue. Okay, let me add it from here. So that's our total revenue. So I will change the data source here to the G metrics. So the total revenue, I will drag it here. Then call this total revenue. Total revenue. So this is my total revenue for that 1 month. And then so I can just do some series of adjustments to this in the style. I can have it as a compact number in 2 decimal place. Then you can play with every other thing here. You can put this at the center, then try and increase the size the way you want. Then I will add a border. I think with this I am satisfied. Okay, let me just increase this to about 36. Then I'm satisfied with what I'm looking at. Then I can copy this, and then I want to look at the total quantity that was sold. The total quantity that was sold. So I will come again to set up here. Then I will drag quantity to this as well. Then I can name this total quantity, total quantity. So then the next one, I can copy and paste this as well. Then what else do I want to show? Okay, total transaction, then drag it here, then name this total transaction. Then I can just look at the total section that we have. That's the data for that total section is matrix. Then drag this here for the total section. So you can rename this total session. So I can leave this here. Then let me go to the next stage. So the next one, you will click the plus here to give you the next one. So I will want to show the trend of how it has flown over time, over that particular 1 month that we are actually analyzing. Then I will add a chart, which is a line chart. Then I will use the e-commerce data. The date is already at the dimension. Then I want to see how the revenue has flown over time for that particular 1 month. So I can call this total revenue. Then you will see the movement of this total revenue over time. Then you can just adjust the style. You can add the shadow to it, and then revenue over time. So I also want to check what are the constituents of that revenue. That is, what are the things, what are the top brand that are performing well for this revenue for this particular month. Then I can add the chart, that is the bar charts. Oh, sorry, let's replace that. So I can add the bar charts to this, increase it a bit. Then let's look at it by brand. Okay, let's look at it by brand, and that's the revenue. You can see we have Google, you have Google Cloud, you have Android, you have, oh sorry, are we having, okay, let's look at it by category. Yes, you have apparel, this is good. You have apparel, you have accessories, you have bags, you have new, you have lifestyle, you have by brand, and every other thing that you can see in that category. So you can actually play with this as well, just to make it a bit interesting to see. I might not. Okay, I will need this. I will need this. Legend. I'm not sure I need the legend. So I can call this. I think there is a need for us to actually change this total revenue that I'm seeing as total revenue. So I will go to resources, manage data, because I need to correct that. Then this is the data. I will click on edit. I will click on edit, sorry, this edit. Then the total revenue. Okay, this is not the one. Sorry, this is the one. Total revenue. Where is it? Total. Yes, total revenue. Then I can click on done. So let's close this. Then you see that this has changed. So then we can call this revenue by category. Okay, so let's create a small table here at the last end. So click on plus. Let's create a small table here just to show us the summary of everything that we are actually working on. So for this table, yes, our category is important, our revenue is important. Then we can also bring in the average transaction to it. We can also we might be interested in what brand they are, that is in dimension. Then we might be interested in what quantity are they for that particular transaction. So, and I think that is right with that. So, can just increase this a bit, then increase this. So just increase. Okay, we might need the item name. Item name, yes. Because I want to know what name they have. I want to know their name, the name of that particular item. So with that information, so we can, as it's actually trying to load, we might want to correct the name of this table. That's a table summary. So we have the item name, the brand, the item category, the revenue, and also the quantity, then the average revenue per transaction, just to make it a bit neater. We might want to correct each of them. Item name, then brand, then category, the revenue, quantity, average revenue per transaction. So that's just a simple dashboard that I want us to create. And lastly, we might want to add our a filter here, something around a drop down filter, and we might want to filter everything by the brand. I want to filter it by brand, such that you can actually select which brand you want to work on or look at. And I hope this has actually given you an insight. So before we go, This table range, you can actually check by the date of a particular table, but because we're only dealing with 1 month here, we might still leave this for the time we have a larger data set and we can be able to work on this directly. So with this, with the automation that has been done, with the query that has been automated per time, you can see when your data is actually moving forward. You can see it every day, every time, and how it is adding to it. So you don't need to actually come again to go and build another dashboard. This will be adding, appending to the data that is on to it. And take peradventure that you are done with everything you want to do in Looker, then you can come to view here. You can view this particular data on your phone like this, and it will be showing like this on your tablet, or you can actually send the link to people. You can download this particular report in Excel, in PDF, and then you can still look at it on your tablet. You see, we have tablet, we have desktop, and you have every other thing. I hope you've been able to learn a bit from this end-to-end analysis, and I wish to see you again next time on this web analytics series. See you soon and stay cool. Bye for now.